Alright, we're back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. Kruznik X alongside Skaith Legna, Sarah Walker, and Crimson Fang. When we last left off, we met with Fordola, who's been held captive ever since the end of the war. There's Skaith. So we're gonna see what happens next through all of this. But first, I'm gonna reach into my orchestrion roll and add it to the list, because we just got it and I should have it, you know? Alright, I think we're all ready to go. At least I think. Is everybody ready, or... Yep, I think so. Alright. Let's continue. Echoes of an Echo.
I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we've given Fordola something to think about at least.
Aye, and I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Chris, but the visions only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. That's a lot of bad memories to deal with.
I wonder.
Could there be some fundamental difference between one who is born with the Echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it?
Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring that research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we?
Alright, we ride! Yeah, I know, Fordola's dealt with, like, some real shit. General Alden is inside, aye. Will we be joining him? Oh yeah, we'll be joining him. Oh wait. Are you guys here yet? Alright, let's rock. Oh, we're going inside. Whoa, look at this place. Wow, look at this place. Hold on, let's take a look-see at this place. So this must be the... Yeah, this is the place where Fordola got her surgery and all that. Wow, this is some real high-tech shit right here. We only caught a glimpse of it last time during the raid, but... now that we're here, it's kind of humbling. But, let's continue, shall we? Oh, I guess we're all in our respective places. I don't... Alright, let's continue. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it.
Yes. As expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arnvald noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her?
We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance, if you have time to lend a hand.
Alright. This was the Magitech pod where they were keeping, the device in which Kryl was held seems even more ominous now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you.
Alright, where's the other part of it? Oh, with the Flame Investigator.
So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die.
Alright, let's report back to Raubon. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Chris, shall we start with you? Of course, they start with the Warrior of Light, because he's supposed to gleam everything.
Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's echo. I believe so. Which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And as a sentry at her door night and day, if she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past.
But you don't just see their past. You live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed. As you may recall, Ysayle was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Hraesvelgr's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these gods-forsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet.
Right.
Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned.
I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go.
Agreed. Yeah, Crim's already ahead of us. Sarah, you still with us, or...? Okay, now she's back. I just wanted to make sure she was with us. Alright, let's continue.
I go looking for answers about the Echo, and end up getting schooled by Raubon. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know. But I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn.
I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? 'Tis a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Ul'dah, or start again in the land of their birth. It's a good question. Chris, a moment! I am newly returned from Ul'dah with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana? Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans.
Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Alphino. But not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Chris.
Alright, let's take a little break, and we'll be back in a few minutes, or at least when when Crim's ready. But until then, that's it for this episode of Cruznik's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Click the link at the top right to see more videos made by me. Click the one on the bottom left to go back to the previous episode. Click the one on the bottom right to go to the next episode if it's up. Until then, Cruznik X, signing out.